Hello everyone, my name is Joyce McTeer and I am the owner and operator of La Georgia Creation Designs. I'm coming to you ladies and gentlemen today with another African print pop-up DIY video. Okay, we're going to be making another pair of earrings and here are the items that you are going to need for this DIY special. You're going to need a ruler or a pencil or a pen or a marker if possible to trace. You're going to be doing some tracing, so you are going to need something to write with. Okay, you're going to need a ruler, you're going to need some scissors, you're going to need two fish hooks or whichever fish hooks you have. You're going to need two of them. You're going to need two of these little wood beads. Y'all know I always say I have a little store that I go to, and every now and then I will run across something. So I saw these yesterday in the store and it just spiked an idea. So you're going to need two of these or something similar that has this wood shape. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the size of this is it's a little bit more than an inch, almost an inch and a half. Okay. The next thing you're going to need, and I'm using, this is a soap powder top. I'm using this top because the circle that I wanted, I couldn't find anything that would make the circle the size that I wanted. So this is a top that I'm using from soap powder, and the size of this circle is 2 inches, 2 inches wide. Okay, so it's 2 inches wide. Okay, you're going to need some E6000. You're going to need a piece of 20 gauge wire, and I cut my 20 gauge wire about 6 inches long. Okay, you're going to need some wire cutters, round nose pliers, flat nose pliers. You're going to need some fusible web. I have spoke on this before. This is fusible web, and it is used, it's like an adhesive to it's more for sewing projects, but I incorporate a lot of things into my jewelry. When I'm making my jewelry, I use a lot of different things. So I'm using this. You're going to need some of this. You can get this from not Michael's. You can get it from Joann's Fabrics and Walmart. And if Walmart have a craft section where they have fabric, then you can find this. And it's really cheap at Walmart. I think it's like $1.50 or 60 cents a yard. Okay. And you can get it at Joann's Fabric. And this is my choice of fabric that I am going to be using to make my earrings. And you're also going to need some coral shells. So you'll need 2 coral shells, 1 for each earring. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your fabric and you're going to open it up. And you're going to figure out how you want your earrings to be. When you use African print fabric, as you can see, everything most of the time is all spaced out. But I love, 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 love the prints of African print fabric. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stitch Witchery. What you're going to do is take your Stitch Witchery, place it on the piece that you're going to be using. You're going to bring it over like this, and you're going to take your on and you're going to on it down. Okay, when you on it down, it's going to stick. Okay, once it stick, I'm going to show you what you're going to have. Once it stick, you cut this out. You want to take your piece right here and you want to start making your shape. So basically you want to take your piece, place it over your fabric, trace it a couple of times or however many times you need to, and then cut the piece out. Okay, when you cut the piece out, you're going to get this right here. This is what your piece is going to look like. Okay, you're going to have a piece in the front and a piece in the back, and it's going to have some body to it, so it is going to be stiff. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is you want to make some petals, and you're going to need 3 petals. Okay, this is what my petals look like. Okay, you're going to need 3 of those. So pretty much what I did with my petals, to achieve my look with my petals, I took a circle, folded it in half, just like that. Took my scissors and I cut a piece just like this. Cut it around, and I went all the way around just like that until I got my petal, okay? And this is what it looks like. Now, these are two different sizes. This is bigger than this one. I actually made it a little smaller. And basically what I do is I cut out a prototype of what I want, and then I use the prototype piece to cut out the rest of my pieces, okay? So once you do that, you should have 3 petals, okay? Now, basically what you're going to do, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your glue gun and you're going to start attaching your petals onto your piece of the body of your earring. So I'm going to take one of my petals, come up to the top, put a little bit of glue like that, and I'm just going to place it, try to get in the middle if you can as possible, and place that right there just like that. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Put some glue. Now if you want to, you can put glue on the whole body of the piece, but I just prefer to do mine like this. Okay, and this is what you're going to have so far. Okay, now last but not least, I'm going to take this 3rd petal. I'm going to put some glue on it. This is the piece that I'm going to add a little bit more glue all over the whole piece. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take this piece and put that in the center. Just like that. So this is basically what you should have. This is the design basically of what you should have. Now the next thing I'm going to do, before I attach this to this, I'm going to take my wire, my 20 gauge wire. I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and I'm going to take my wire and just stick it through the hole. And I'm going to pinch it, these 2 pieces together, just like that. Bring it all the way down if possible. That's what you're going to have. And then I'm going to hold it and start wrapping it around my first piece. Okay. So I'm going to start wrapping it, holding it, and wrapping it around. You want to hold it as tight as you can get it, ladies and gentlemen. And just keep going. Just like this. And just keep going. Okay. Now you can do it in the front or the back, however you prefer to wrap it. It's completely up to you. And I'm going to cut off this extra right here. Just snip that off. I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and go in to squeeze that in as much as I can, as much as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to take and make a loop. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers and make a loop. And then I'm going to give it a little indentation. And I'm going to take this piece and just start wrapping this piece around. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to snip that piece off. Now, there are so many different ways that you can do this. The reason why, because most of the time what most people do is they put a jump ring in there, but the reason why I'm so adamant on using my own is because I don't want to have to go through adding 2 and 3 jump rings, because really you want this to be facing you so that your earring can hang the way it's supposed to hang, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue onto the back of my wood piece, just like this. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to place it in the center of my piece, and you want your hole to be visible. Okay, you want your hole to be visible, so you want to be able to see through your hole. So you want to bring it up just enough so that your hole can be visible. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to take my E6000. I'm going to give it a little bit of a, actually before I do that, let me put on my fish hook. Put my fish hook on. Close it up. Okay, and then that way that's on, that's already on. And basically when you do the coral shell, you basically really want to just put the glue a little on the inside, but then you want to make sure that you get the outside of it so that it will really stick, okay? And you want to take this and place it right in the center of your earring. You don't want to touch it. Don't want to mess with it. You want to leave it be. And then you're going to have yourself a gorgeous pair of African print earrings. These are gorgeous. Okay? This is your end result. For those of you who are new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell that is on the side, ladies and gentlemen, so that when I do more videos, you will be notified. I want to thank y'all so very much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful and awesome day. Peace and blessings, everyone, and go out there and make you some goodness. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and blessings. See ya.